In this video tutorial, you will learn how to run the Statement of Operations Non-Research Report. The Statement of Operations Non-Research Report is an account-level summary of opening surplus deficit plus adjustments, current month actuals, year-to-date actuals, commitments, budget, and closing surplus deficit with and without commitments. The two most common uses of this report are to view current year-to-date information for actuals, outstanding commitments, budget, year-to-date variance, and surplus deficit, and to perform the monthly reconciliation process to ensure that all transactions are accounted for. Both scenarios will be discussed briefly in this video. To navigate to the Statement of Operations Non-Research from the FAST homepage, click on the Finance Reporting link under the Applications box on the right-hand side of your screen. Click on the Operating Statements menu at the top of your screen. Select by account, Statement of Operations Non-Research. You are now at the Filter Options screen. From here, you can select how you want the report to run by choosing filters. The available filters are Fund, Department, Program, Class, Account, and As of Date. Filters can be added by entering a value in the search box and clicking the green button. Individual filters can be deleted by selecting the value to be deleted and then clicking on the red X button. All filters can be cleared at once by clicking on the Clear Filters option button on the bottom right side of your screen. Multiple filters for fields such as program or class can be added in a range by using a colon. Or they can be added as non-consecutive values by inputting each value individual using the green plus button. To select a date, click on the As of Date drop-down menu and select a specific month and year. For this example, let's assume February 2014 is the current month. You may also click on the Function button and select a specific date criteria, such as current fiscal period. A few tips to keep in mind when running the Statement of Operations Non-Research Report. If you are running the report for the purpose of viewing an up-to-date balance, consider what monthly transactions have not yet been posted to the GL when selecting the current fiscal period. For example, these entries might include the monthly telephone and courier costs, P-card transactions, the monthly payroll and benefit distribution, and related commitment adjustments, just to name a few. If you are running the report for the purpose of reconciling your monthly Statement of Operations report, it is important to note that month-end will not officially close off until the 5th business day of the new calendar month. Since FAST requires an overnight refresh, and Financial Services is often conducting a final edit process on the 6th business day, you will need to wait until the morning of the 7th business day to run your report to ensure all transactions for the month have been captured. Once you have selected the applicable criteria, click on the Execute Report button to run the report. I will now explain the different features of this particular report. The Opening Surplus Deficit plus Adjustments row reports the opening expendable balance, including any adjustments made to this balance during the current year, for the selected chart field criteria chosen. The Current Month Actuals column reports the revenue and expense activity based on the selected date criteria used to run the report. The Year-to-Date Actuals column reports the opening surplus deficit balance the in-year revenue and expense activity for the year, and the closing balance, excluding and including commitments, based on the selected date criteria used to run the report. The Commitments column reports the outstanding commitments for the year based on the selected date criteria used to run the report. Commitments include purchase orders and salary and benefit activity, excluding casual labor and related benefits. The year-to-date total activity column reports the year-to-date actuals, plus outstanding commitments for the year based on the selected date criteria. The annual adjusted budget column reports the approved budget for each revenue and expense category. The year-to-date variance column reports the year-to-date total activity less the annual budget. The variance percentage favorable-unfavorable column reports the percentage under or over budget for each revenue and expense category. You will see an F for favorable if expenses are within budget or revenues exceed budget. You will see a U for unfavorable if expenses exceed budget or revenue is less than budget. The total revenues row reports the sum of all actuals and budget activity for all revenue. The total labor row reports the sum of all actuals, commitments, and budget activity for all salary and benefit expenses. The total non-salary expenses row reports the sum of all actuals, commitments, and budget activity for all non-salary expenses. The total all expenses row reports the sum of all actuals, commitments, and budget for all expenses. The total year-to-date row reports the net of all revenue and expense activity. You can click on any of the blue hyperlinked values to drill down and view all transactions that support these figures. The closing balance excluding and including commitments row reports the ending surplus deficit with and without commitments based on the selected date criteria to run the report. Reconciling your Statement of Operations non-research report is an essential step in monitoring the activity posted to your fund and department. The process ensures all transactions posted to your accounts are accounted for and brings to your attention the outstanding items not yet posted that you will want to follow up on. The best way to perform the process is to run your monthly report and export the data to Excel, where you can check off or match each entry to your records or source documents and then file the Excel report electronically. From the Filter Options screen, run your report for a closed period using the fund, department, and as-of-date criteria of your choosing. In this example, we are going to run this report as of January 2014. Click Execute Report to run the report. Scroll down to the bottom of your report to see the total year-to-date information. Click on the hyperlinked value in the January 2014 Actuals column to see all transaction details for that month. You can either view the transactions in FAST or download the transaction details into Excel for reconciliation purposes. To reconcile transactions for more than a month, click on the hyperlinked value in the Year-to-Date Actuals column to see all of the transaction details year-to-date. Again, you can either view the transactions in FAST or download the transaction details into Excel for reconciliation purposes. Once you have exported into Excel, you can filter by period to look at transactions for a specific month. Back in FAST, you can drill down on the hyperlinked journal IDs to see further details. For example, if you click on an accounts payable journal entry, you will see which vendor was paid, the invoice number, etc. Please note that this functionality is only available in FAST, not from the downloaded Excel or PDF reports. Thanks for taking the time to watch our video tutorial on the Statement of Operations non-research report. More video tutorials on the FAST financial reporting tool are available through the Track and the Financial Services websites.